Alrighty, guys. So we have a little bit of information on this upcoming Vision series. For those of you who don't know, Marvel obviously has been releasing their Disney Plus shows in conjunction with their MCU movies. We have Captain America Brave New World coming out very, very, very soon. But they've also been releasing TV shows, and yes, they've been releasing a lot of these TV shows. In fact, to the chagrin of many, because a lot of these TV shows have not lived up to the quality that we've been used to for the MCU. However, it looks like with Kevin Feige getting his authority back, there's a whole political drama, not political in the actual politics sense, but sort of inside politics kind of thing going on with Disney. There was a fascinating New York Times article about Bob Chapek and Bob Iger. Long story short, Kevin Feige was told, put out as much content as you possibly can, and now he basically has his authority back, and now he's able to make stuff that he really deems to be quality. So, looks like, though, interestingly enough, the Vision series, which I would have thought would have been part of that original wave of just throw everything against the wall. I thought Agatha all along was like that too, and maybe it was. To be fair, maybe these series were greenlit under those conditions, but maybe, Kevin Feige really saw the potential in them, and he's like, yeah, let's keep going. And now, we have another cast member. So, I would not have honestly talked about this new casting if it was just the cast member, because I'm going to be honest with you guys, I've never heard of this person before, and, really, if it was like, hey, character or actor is just cast in a role and that's it, which is pretty much what's going on here, but, normally I would have been like, yeah, we'll talk about it another time, because, we've talked about castings like, Creme of the Yellow Hills. I don't know who that actor is, Matthias Schoenaerts, but he's going to be the main villain. Okay, great. We cast Ulrich Thompson, who, again, I've never heard of before, but he's going to be Sinestro. This is a big deal, right? These are big deals. We talked about Farhan Tahir coming back as Raza in the MCU from Iron Man. So, again, big deal. In this Vision series, by the way. But the reason I want to bring up this casting here is because Deadline is reporting, right, that Vision, the Vision series, is going to be adding a person with another name I just cannot pronounce, Rorid. I, again, totally butchered that name. I apologize. It's not my intention to do so. I'm going to say Rorid Malika is cast in the Marvel series for Disney Plus. And the details with this is, are the accompanying details are that he's been a part of HBO's The Franchise, and he's been cast as a series regular. And then on top of that, they actually have a couple more details about the Vision series, but it's kind of what we knew. This is from Deadline saying, quote, "The new series is believed to follow Vision, Bettany, as he tries to regain his memory and humanity." Duh. I think we could have all figured that one out. So nothing surprising there. The only reason I thought this would be interesting, remotely interesting to talk about, again, no offense to Malika, because he might be a fantastic actor, great guy. I've never, seen anything that he's been in, I don't think, so I don't know. The only reason I bring this up is because do we think there's any remote possibility that he is Tommy? Now, I personally do not subscribe to the theory that the entire Vision series is going to be about Vision looking for Tommy or whatever, and then at the end of the show, Billy and Tommy are going to reunite, and Agatha's going to be a big part of it. But I would also, I think, be a little bit ignorant if I didn't at least acknowledge there was a possibility that Vision, the Vision show was at least a little bit about Tommy Mac, or at least, would include Tommy Maximoff. Because if we're going to say that WandaVision, Agatha all along, and the Vision show are kind of, interconnected in a certain way within the MCU, which, again, that hasn't been confirmed. What we've heard is different people saying, well, they're part of a trilogy. But it's not like, Kevin Feige has come out to the WandaVision trilogy of shows. It's just sort of a convention, right, to say that they've all kind of spun out from the same origin story. But, again, to say that they're not, there isn't some through line through all of them, because, again, this is a character that came directly out of WandaVision. This is a Vision made out of basically the spare parts of the dead Vision and imbued with memory from a hallucination from Wanda Maximoff. So it's all coming from WandaVision, right? So is there any possibility that this actor is playing Tommy? He's 25 years old, which is, I think, 4 years older than the actor playing Billy Maximoff, right? So it's possible. Joe Locke, I totally slipped on his name. Joe Locke playing Billy Maximoff, and yeah, I don't know. Is it possible? Sure. And for those of you in the comments being like, does he look like him or whatever? I don't think that really has any bearing on it, to be honest with you. Sure, like somewhat resembling, maybe, but I've seen plenty of movies and shows where the child actor doesn't look remotely like the adult actor later on in the film when they flash forward. And I don't think it really matters too much, honestly. Also, people change, people look different. So anyways, I don't think it, matters that they don't cast. Like, I think that the actor they cast as the child, Billy Maximoff, doesn't look too terribly much like Joe Locke, but I think they cast Joe Locke and he did a good job. So yeah, I think it's fine. But anyways, it's just, I don't know, I'm just randomly throwing this out here. Do we think that this is Tommy? I don't think this is an indication either way, but I just thought it's a kind of interesting thing, because every time Vision casts somebody new, and that that actor happens to be a young male actor in his early 20s, it kind of makes you wonder, is this, could this be? So we'll have to wait and see. We won't get any specific confirmation probably for a while, whether or not Malika is playing, Tommy Maximoff, or if he's just playing some other random guy. Actually, the other confirmation, I should have said this at the top of this, is that he's playing a character named Tucker, which again, Billy was teen, right, for the whole show, which we all knew he was Billy Maximoff, but they call him teen. So it could be a similar thing, I think, well, in Agatha all along, Tommy, I guess the spirit of Tommy or whatever possesses a boy who was drowning, and that boy could have been named Tucker, who knows, and Tucker, Tommy, so I don't know. Also William, right? I think the guy who Billy Maximoff possesses, his name is William, so it could be a similar thing. Anyways, I'm just going off on a wild theory here. But guys, let me know in the comments, do you think that this casting is significant in terms of, and again, no offense meant to Malika, I just haven't seen anything he's in, but significant in the sense of, is he playing a significant MCU character, or do we think this is someone who we probably haven't heard of before and he's just going to be a series regular? Let me know in the comments down below.